The World Economic Forum is taking place in Davos after a break of over 2 years, held under the theme History at a Turning Point, Government Policies and Business. More than 2,000 people made up of members of the media, politicians, business people and civil society leaders are there. My colleague Nzinga Qunta joins us live from Davos. A very good afternoon, Nzinga. Of course, this normally takes place in January and the weather is usually rather unfriendly. What's the weather like and what are the key themes being discussed there?
A very good afternoon to you, Nompumelo, and to our viewers. Yes, I'm coming to you live from the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, which is taking place after a 2-year hiatus because of the coronavirus pandemic. As you mentioned, over 2,000 delegates attending here in the mountain time. And thankfully, Nompo, instead of that icy temperatures that we normally see, it's relatively warm and there's a bit of sunshine. Now, they had said to me, the World Economic Forum, that, you can come in your sandals. It's very, very warm. I think our definitions of summer are very different between Europe and Africa. So what's taking place here is issues of the global economy, issues of climate change, issues of challenges to economic growth, such as the war in the Ukraine, are being discussed here. There are 8 key themes that are being discussed, sustainability, one of them as well, healthcare and pandemics, also a large focus, as the World Economic Forum hosts discussions with stakeholders about how to look at what happened with COVID-19, lessons that can be learned from the pandemic, and what to do in order to prevent the kind of inequalities that we saw with COVID-19. Nompo, when it comes to the South African delegation that normally is at the World Economic Forum, you know that normally we'd either see our president and or the finance minister here. That not taking place this year. The Minister of Human Settlements, Mamoloko Kubai, is here, apparently sent by the Minister of Finance. Is a large business contingent, though, with Old Mutual, NASPERS, the Motsepe Foundation leaders in attendance and taking part in discussions as part of Team SA. From the African continent and other people of interest who are here, the Governor of the National Bank of Angola, the Minister of Finance and Economic Development of Botswana, Peggy Serame, the Minister of Environment, Science and Technology of Ghana, and Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who's the DG of the World Trade Organization. So those are some of the prominent Africans that are attending. And as I said a little bit earlier on, quite a big focus on healthcare, on sustainability, on climate change, on the economy, and new ways of thinking and innovation. Of course, we know that during the forum, there are these discussions taking place inside the Congress Hall here in Davos Clusters, but outside there are always protests or people voicing their unhappiness with what they believe is a gathering of the elite. I saw a man walking around on my first day here saying, "Go away, adult Disneyland." So, as usual with big gatherings like this where there are world leaders, I think over 50 world leaders here, or around 40 world leaders here, there are going to be protests and blowback. So that's what's taking place at the World Economic Forum, Nompo.
Thanks very much, Nzinga. Sounds like you're having a lot of fun out there, and thank you very much for that report. My colleague there, Nzinga Qunta.